Hello team, it's Amanda Rueda. I am the Senior Product Manager with Product Planning here at GitLab, and I wanted to walk through what we have planned for the upcoming 17.7 milestone. All right, so I've organized the board by looking at just the back end work first so that you can kind of fast forward or skip ahead or just target in on either back end or front end. So I'll start with back end first. The first item is a quick action. We currently have the ability in the legacy issues experience to link to other items. So related, blocking, and blocked by. We need the ability to unlink via a quick action as well. The next item is currently blocked, but it is blocked by a spike, which is, I think, almost complete. So this is creating a description template for work items. This is a new issues experience piece of work, so it's a priority. Rajan's already broken down how this will work in terms of the spike output, and the back end has been discussed here as well. So I think that as this spike wraps up, we will see that this issue will become unblocked. The next item is exposing the back end to allow users to see when they select this My Issues page to also see work item epics. So this backend basically provides epics as work items available to this page. The next two are related to the work item dates, and Cassio's already assigned, so I'll skip those. And then these next two are related to showing the proper blocking information, whether it's displaying what is blocking or the actual icon. We need the back end to be exposed on in that issue on the issuables and epics, and on this issue on the epic boards. Next, for back end, we have a bug. This is related to design management, and it is a deliverable as it's needed for the new experience for issues. I won't go into detail because it's kind of technical. The next is when dragging and dropping items in the hierarchy widget, it's like delayed. Here's a side-by-side of work item experience versus legacy experience. You can see how long it took for that thing to work. So this is back end to make that more performant. Then we have another work items bug here where unsubscribe and subscribe quick actions do not appear to have worked unless you use the refresh, which can cause users to submit that action multiple times or attempt to submit it multiple times if they don't do that refresh. All right, that's the back end. Let's move over to front end. I should mention that I'm not showing anything here that might be marked as confidential. So if we have any security issues or any other issues that are marked confidential, please do take a look at those async and let me know if you have questions. All right, for the front end, we have several GA issues features here. These are issues that we need to be able to launch the new experience on issues. The first one is design management. I will let you read the information here. It's quite detailed. Oh, this one doesn't have the detail, so we'll have to get more detail for this one. But it essentially allows you to paste the designs when the widget is in focus mode. We have, I think, the related issue. Do we have it related? The related issue has a lot more information. This is not the related issue, that's an MR. Okay. Let us reach out and let us know if you have a question about that one, if you pick that up. Missing group dropdown on epics. So when you select an epic right now, it's not showing the group selector. That was an oversight, so that needs to be added. This is a new issues experience piece of work. In the creation widget, we need to add a field for parent. You can find the design here. So parent is available here under health status. So it needs to be added. Okay, this next one, Topeka's working on basically the summary count on the hierarchy widget are not being updated when a descendant is removed or reordered, so that makes that update. We have this front end piece of work that supports the create flow for work items that's needed for the new experience. I'm not going to go into it because Jack made this, so I think he knows what it is. All right, this one is on the hierarchy widget when we are now hiding child issues. We don't say anything about the hidden issues, so they just become hidden. This is adding this little like show X number of closed items with a link. This was a misunderstanding. We had it and then we removed it, so we're putting it back. So this is when you add a new item, we want it to keep the create new item modal open. So I think it shows in this example, when you select create issue, we would expect that title and project would stay open like we see it here, but instead it's closing. Then we have work that Natalia is working on. It's to implement the drawer. We have some work that Chad is taking on. Basically, in some views, not all, the scoped labels are not rendering as a pill like this, or whatever it's supposed to be called. In other places it does, so that's just inconsistent. And then we have a community contributor working with us this milestone on a couple of issues. One of them is updating the treatment of health status in the work items listing page. So in this prior issue, we updated on the hierarchy widget, the health status to look different. And so the community contributor will be working on changing this treatment for listing pages so that it matches. Moving on to front-end bugs. This one is when a user is using an issues board and they have the Epic swim lanes exposed. If that user doesn't have access to one of the epics, they don't get the option to drag and drop. So I don't know what the fix is for that, but that's what the bug is. And then this bug is when you add a closed work item to the child widget from the hierarchy widget, rather than adding the item, or at least rather than displaying the item, it replicates the first item twice. I'm not going to go through the maintenance, but this is the maintenance that was assigned for this milestone. And just pointing out that we do have that community contributor working on one of these maintenance items as well. And then in UX design, along with any carryover work, Nick will be looking at how we can split out the Epic start and due date for fixed versus inherited into two different dates so that users can use both, where start date becomes more of a planning date that they set at the beginning of high-level planning, long-term planning, let's say quarterly planning, and the inherited date becomes an actual deliver date or development date. So he'll be working on that, and then also inheritance updates. So the inherited date on Epics currently only reflect the date of its children along with descendant milestones. We will update that to include descendant iterations, due dates, and tasks. So that's it for 17.7. I just want to call out on the release planning issue. I've added another board view just in case you like it. It's issue by priority. I really like this one. This is not the one. I really like this view because at any time I could see where we are with the most important things. These are things that are related to GA epics. This is specifically related to needing to get done before epics can go live on self-managed. This is all of the work that needs to be done before issues can be converted to the new experience. Then deliverables. You should know that if any of those prior lists have deliverable label, it will show up here as well. So you'll see it on both lists. This is work that will support Epic assignees workflows. So if you're curious about contributing to that, here's that work. Then we have some UXR actionable insights, our workstream 5 that Nicholas and Eugenia are working on. And then these are more of the nice to have. So the post GA first and later work. So anytime you want to take a look at priorities, you can see it on that board. And I've referred to the priorities in order here. And then you can see our deliverables and such in our planning issue. All right, thanks again. Have a good rest of your day, week, and see you next time.